So I might have been lying to y'all for a very long time. I actually barely trade. And a lot of people think that I'm sitting here looking at my charts for 10, 15, 20 hours a freaking day, when in reality, I'm able to make $10,000 or even more day trading every single day in less than 30 minutes. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do that and how I think and why I think it's extremely beneficial for you to do it as well. So let's hop right into this video. So I think there's a huge misconception, and if you've watched like my live trading videos or my TikToks or my Instagram reels or any of that, you probably see me sitting there looking at my charts, when in reality, I rarely ever do that. I really only do that if I'm trying to record a video. Like most of the time when I'm in trades, I enter into the trade, I'm out of there. I don't like looking at my charts. That's one of my psychology thingies. Like if I'm looking at my charts, my psychology it starts playing games with my psychology. As you guys probably know, if you've been trading for a decent amount of time, you probably know that it's extremely hard to sit there and watch your P&L go up and down and up and down, especially when you're playing with higher numbers like myself. I could be up freaking $5,000 in 10 minutes, and then I blink, turn to the side, come back, and I'm down $2,000. Like it just happens that fast, and it really messes with your psychology. So one of my best kept secrets, and I talk about it a lot inside my inner circle when I have my daily kind of breakdowns and stuff like that, is I rarely look at the charts. And what I mean by that is that it literally takes me around 7 minutes to mark up my charts. Keep in mind, I do it every single day. So I'm not really marking up my charts completely from scratch. I'm using the zones that I have before, and I'm adding additional ones or critiquing my existing zones just a little bit. So it takes me about 7 minutes to mark up all of my charts on roughly around 3 or 4 pairs that I look at every single day. Really only 2 that I really focus on, but I mark up other ones just in case. And also I send out trades inside the inner circle, so I have to have them marked up as well for other people that do trade it. So it takes me around 7 minutes to do all that. And then right after that, I set up my zones and I use the most valuable tool on TradingView. A lot of people think it's a line. They think it's a horizontal line. They think it's a trend line. They think it's the box thingy. But for me, the most valuable tool on TradingView is the alert feature. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that. Now, before we hop into it, I mentioned my inner circle before. So I've opened up a few spots in my inner circle for you guys to be able to get the opportunity to join my inner circle. What's included inside my inner circle is you get access to all my trades. So you get trade alerts from me. You also get trade alerts from 3 other profitable traders that are trading every single day. We also have a dedicated trading psychologist in there that'll help you master your trading psychology, which, like I stated before, is the most important part when it comes to trading. We have that in there. I'm live every single morning, live trading and doing market breakdowns. You get access to all my crypto trades as well. Everything is included inside the inner circle. You get access to all my courses as well, of course. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, hit the link inside the description down below to secure a spot, because the inner circle is always completely freaking booked out. If you check the comments of any of my videos, it's mostly people saying, when am I opening up more spots for the inner circle? So now is your chance. I would suggest you click down below to secure your spot inside the inner circle. But let's hop into these charts now. So as I literally just mentioned, I come and mark my charts within 7 minutes, and I use my favorite tool here called the alert tool. So basically what I mean by that and how I utilize that is, let's say I have a zone right down here that I'm waiting for. I know if price comes down into this zone, I'll be able to catch buys and make a lot of money on it. What a lot of people will end up doing is they'll draw this zone in the morning. They'll plan out their trades perfectly. They'll plan out exactly what they want to see inside the market happen. And then they'll sit there glued to their freaking screen and start making up other setups. Now, this isn't really a good example, but most of the time people would be like, okay, cool. This is the zone they're looking at, but then they might see price do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. They might see something else happen over here. They're like, oh, this created a double top. Let me hop into a sell here on this double top. They start making up trades. They start making up things that are not going according to the plan that they set out for in the beginning of their trading. So that's one of the benefits that I find with using alerts. But like I said, if I know I'm looking for this area down here, I'll set an alert right up here so that my it's not letting me do it on when I'm on replay mode, but all you do is right click and you'll see an option here to press add alert. And basically, it'll alert me on my computer or send out a notification on my computer. I'll also get a text to my phone, which is extremely valuable. If you guys are working, 9 to 5, you guys are in school. If you're like me, I have an entire family. I have freaking 7 other businesses and several other streams of income that I also have to focus on besides trading. So I can't just be sitting here and looking at the charts. And it's probably very kind of relatable to you as well. If you are a 9-to-5 worker, if you have a job or any other business, or you're in school, you can't sit here and look at the charts 24/7. And a lot of people get confused. They're like, how am I supposed to trade if I can't look at the charts 24/7? You're not supposed to. You're really supposed to set up your zones inside the morning or whenever you have that time to set up your zones. Use the alert function. When my alert goes off, I told you guys I'm trading for like 30 minutes a day, and I'll break that down for y'all. So 7 minutes is realistically me marking up my charts. I get an alert. When I get an alert, that means it's close to my zone. So then I'm looking at the charts for another maybe 10 minutes waiting for my entry. All I'm waiting for is my candlestick entry. I know my take profits is going to be at. I know my stop loss is going to be at. I know all that, right? So I'm just waiting for my entry. I'm waiting for about 10 minutes for my entry. Then I'm entering into the trade. Now, I usually watch the trade for about 5 minutes before I usually like to get up or start doing something else. I'll go upstairs, play with my daughter, go hang out with my wife, go work on my other businesses, answer emails, hop on calls, whatever it is that I have to do. And I have alerts set at every single one of my take profits. So let's say I also have a take profit up here and I have a take profit up here. I'll put alerts on these take profit zones as well, so I can be aware of what's going on in my trade without having to sit there and watch the trade. I have to let the trade play out. When you mess with your trade too much, that's what really messes you up. A lot of people would be extremely profitable if they stop closing their trades out too early. And the reason people close their trades out too early is because they're sitting here and looking at the charts and they enter into a trade right here. They see price go a little bit green and then they see it go a little red and they're like, let me just close it out here. When in reality, they could have just held this entire time. And I don't know if this goes all the way up. I'm assuming it does. And it does. It would have went all the way up to your full take profit or even further above it. A lot of people get in the habit of closing their trades out early, and that's because they're sitting there looking at the charts. If you can utilize alerts, you hop into a trade based off of it, tapping into your zone, which you waited for it to, you didn't even sit here on your charts to wait for it to happen. You literally just set an alert here. You got a notification to your phone. You sat and waited for your entry candlestick. You hop into your candlestick or you hop into your trade. You set your multiple take profits. You set alerts at your multiple take profits so you know when those take profits are hit, and you can adjust and look at the markets for another 2 to 3 minutes to see how it's reacting at those take profit zones. And then you have your other take profit zones, obviously, and utilizing alerts so you don't have to sit here and look at the charts. A lot of you guys are struggling a lot with your trading, and most of it would be avoided if you stopped looking at the charts so much. Now, I'm not saying not to backtest. You should be backtesting as much as possible. But at the same time, if you're constantly looking at the live markets, you'll end up making up trades just to hop into trades, which is extremely dangerous. And then also, if you're in a trade, it'll cause you to make impulsive decisions. Impulsive decisions will be moving your stop loss, which will cause you to lose way more money and kill your risk to reward, or even mess up your risk management overall. It'll also cause you to close your trade out too early. It'll cause you to stress about your trade too much. We all don't need the additional stress. So there are a bunch of benefits to not being on the charts 24/7. But this is exactly how I'm able to make 10,000 or even more every single day trading by utilizing alerts. I'm not sitting here looking at the charts 24/7. Once I get that trading view notification, it's like I'm Batman and I see a bat signal. I hop into action. I do what the heck I got to do, but I ain't lingering around. I hop into the trade. I have my set of rules that I'm waiting for. I have my entry criteria, my take profit levels, and I'm waiting for all that to happen, following my rules strictly without having any impulsive decisions from me sitting there and hulking over my entire freaking chart for 30 hours. So what I want you to do is really think back and look at all of your losses that you've probably had within the last 10 or 20 days. And think about how many, or not even losses, just look over your trading overall in the past 10 or 20 days and see how many times could you have stopped the mistakes that you made or not taken those bad trades if you had not sit there and just looked at the chart 24/7. Using this strategy, I guess if you want to call it, will stop you from making most mistakes that a lot of unprofitable traders make. So how is just you implement this alert system? It's not some huge magical thing, but like implement this alert system into your trading and watch how drastically it will improve not only your P&Ls, but also the amount of stress that you get from trading. Because like I said, looking at the charts is extremely stressful, whether you're waiting for a setup or you're already in a setup. So utilize these alerts. But if you guys enjoyed this video and got value out of it, I would appreciate if you guys smashed the like button. And like I mentioned before, I've opened up a few more spots inside my inner circle. So click the link in the description down below to get all of my trades. Every single trade that I hop into, I send it out into my inner circle. That includes the crypto ones. So if that interests you, I highly suggest you click the link inside the description down below before all the spots fill up. But if you're someone who really struggles with drawing support and resistance zones and can't seem to find the perfect ones, I made a video tailored specifically for you, which will break down exactly how to find the perfect support and resistance zones so you stop drawing all the wrong ones and getting wicked out, so you know exactly where to put your alerts at, so you know exactly what zones you should be looking for and waiting for. So I would suggest you watch this video right here all the way through. This will literally show you the correct places to put your alerts so you know which zones you should and should not be paying attention to. I'll see you in this video.